Bones has been so frustrated today trying to figure out the whole PCP thing. We're gonna clear it up for you. Come on, Bones. Let's do PCP.
Did you know that just by having a PCP in your life can actually extend it? But what is a PCP? Where do you find one? A PCP stands for primary care provider. Think about this person as your partner in crime on your healthcare journey. They're there to make sure all your wellness needs are met and to see you in non-emergent situations. Now, a PCP can be a physician, a nurse practitioner, a physician's assistant, or a clinical nurse specialist. Many times when people think of a PCP, they're thinking of that person that they're going to go see when they're not feeling well. And yes, that's true, but it's also important for you to go see a PCP when you're feeling great. And why is that? You want to establish that baseline data. In healthcare, we love trends, and we're always watching trends. And I'm not talking about a hair care trend or a clothing trend or the latest scrub trend. I'm talking about trends of you that tell your story. What is your baseline heart rate? What is your baseline blood pressure? These are all really important trends that we want to make sure that we watch and see what is normal for you. If you have an HMO, you have to have a designated PCP. And that is really important because you cannot go see a specialist until you get a referral from your PCP. If you have a PPO, then you don't need to have a PCP, but it's always a good idea to have one so they can help monitor those trends that we talked about. Another really important thing about PCPs is they can help manage chronic conditions. If you have diabetes, hypertension, COPD, arthritis, depression, there are things PCPs can come in and help you monitor before they need to send you out to a specialist. PCPs not only save your life, but they also save you money. By monitoring those important trends of your blood work, the heart rate, blood pressure, they can step in and intervene before you end up in the hospital with a heart attack, a stroke, or anything else that will keep you in there. When was the last time that you weren't feeling so good, and instead of picking up the phone to call a PCP, you went to an urgent care center? That happens all the time. And believe it or not, it costs you way much more money than it would if you had an established PCP that you could call and go see them in their office or call for a telehealth visit. Now, how do you find a PCP and where do you even start with the process? Primary care providers are not always going to show up in a search as a primary care provider. Some keywords to look for that indicate that this person is a primary care provider are, number one, think of a pediatrician. So your pediatrician is somebody that will see your kids. An internist, internal medicine, is somebody that sees adults. A gerontologist is somebody who specializes in senior citizens. Anyone who has family medicine, these are all providers that will see you from head to toe. If you have health insurance, most companies will have on their website a tab that says find a provider, find a doctor, and that is always a good place to start. You always want to make sure that the PCP you find is in network, meaning that they take your insurance. When looking for a provider, it's important to evaluate your needs and those of your family. Some questions you can ask yourself are, do you need to see someone more than once a year? Do you have a medical condition you need to closely monitor? Do you need to find an office close to where you live or work? Do you prefer telehealth appointments? Or would you rather go in person? You want to find a reputable provider who will meet your needs. Do not be afraid to ask around and find out who your friends, neighbors, and family recommend. If you're like Bones, you probably use online reviews on a regular basis to check out ratings of local restaurants, coffee shops, and pretty much anything else you want to do. Healthcare is not any different. Surveys show online reviews play a huge part in how people find a provider. Some of the more popular websites for provider reviews are Yelp, Healthgrades, and Google. Some websites I like for how easy they are to use include Vitals, ZocDoc, CareDash, and RateMD. The last important step, once you find a provider you like, call their office and Ask if they take your insurance. I find oftentimes websites are not updated with current insurance information. Do not be afraid of this step. The office staff are used to this question, and it will save you many headaches down the road. When you are trying to find a provider, you want to find somebody that listens to you. It's not just about, do they take your insurance? Are they close to your house? Do they listen to what you have to say? Is their office staff friendly? These are things that you want to take into consideration when you are finding a provider. Hopefully you and Bones feel a little bit more comfortable about how to find a PCP and exactly who they are. Health literacy is our passion, and we want to make sure that we bring topics you want to know about. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below. Until next time, be well, my friends.